the monkeys are done fucking the football. Now it's time to pick it up and play with it.
Speaking of footballs.
Oh, what happened? Something happened?
As we jump into episode 45.
Oh, Christ, already?
Yes.
All right, episode 45, Sad Dad's Club podcast.
I'm Foo.
I'm Jim.
Well, I thought you had
And
news.
we got the
we
shit bag
totally
over here.
stalled it. We were like, whap, whap,
I know.
whap, whap, whap. And he's
He
like,
I thought you had news.
He's all, should I have
I'm
this
just
dick out of my mouth when I start the show?
yeah.
Well, I usually keep it in there so that when I talk, it's just... Blah, blah, blah.
It sounds like it's a dick in there right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yes.
It's
I like to
fruity.
be as most unintelligible as possible.
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, so footballs.
It's working, buddy.
So, I went to... everyone thinks you're straight. So
Good job, sailor.
So we lost our sports chalet,
Yeah.
and we gained the dicks.
Lots of
Well, we
dicks.
always had the dick.
Which-
That's some big dicks, too.
and it leaves me wanting. That's for sure.
What, you like going into dicks?
I enjoy dicks, but not as much as I enjoyed sports chalet.
I really like Sports Chalet. But
I did.
You know what? Their prices were a little bit.
They were,
Yeah.
and I could see why they were, as a brick and mortar, they probably got outpaced by Amazon.
I always kind of liked them from way back in the day.
But locally, when I
Did
want,
your voice just crack?
it peaked.
It happens.
You just pulled the datas.
But anyway, hold
All
on a
right,
second.
moving on.
So I went in there to go buy a football, like to play with the kids, a football.
Don't do that.
And
You don't need to do that.
I come from. Do you remember Nerf turbos?
Yes.
It was just a simple football with like a
spiral
on
yeah,
it, and it spiraled. It
Yeah.
like helped you fudge the. If
But
you were terrible, at
Wasn't
throwing
that
a
something that you would buy at Toys R Us, but not
Toys R
Dick's?
Us or Kmart?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we don't have a Toys R Us are gone, right?
Yeah.
Rip.
I went past Walmart, and Dick's is a sporting goods store. So I
Well-
figured if someone's going to have a football or a football selection,
There are two places that you missed:
Walmart.
or Target.
yes.
You
But
just-
I went past
You
both
just
those.
drove right.
I went
you
to
were
the
like,
sports
Fuck
store.
it, bro. I don't even care who's gonna have it.
No,
I'm
well,
kidding.
anyway, yes. So I figured that the better selection would be at Dick's. I was incorrect.
Hold
There's
on.
a good selection of dicks.
You fucked up.
Exactly. All they had
F.
were the little tiny palm-sized one with the
Yeah.
goddamn fin on it,
Oh yeah.
and a couple different models
but
of
those
that.
are fun too, though.
They are, but
Get the one that
all I
whistles.
wanted was a football.
A real sizable.
I wanted a Nerf Turbo.
Well, I mean, what's wrong with a real football? Did you get a real one?
I'm
Oh.
afraid that I would maim one of my kids
It's fine. It
because
wasn't-
I've seen them try and catch a frisbee, and it's not pretty.
Have you ever heard of this term called social Darwinism?
Yes,
There you go.
but it's
Survival of the fittest, I think. Is what
yeah.
he's
But
talking
have you
about.
ever
That's
heard of
where it comes from.
Instagram, which is clearly disproving that because it, yeah,
Wait, what?
I think Instagram is proving it.
social Darwinism. I've seen bottom feeders making millions of dollars on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
it's backwards of
It's
what you're
backwards.
saying, actually.
Darwin,
But they was meant to be that
weed
way
out
for them.
the.
Oh, I think it's the people that
They
are
figured
like,
it out, so they're on top of it.
running next to their car
Yeah.
Yeah,
while it's driving by itself.
You know who is the worst
putting
of
their
them all?
stiletto in the air to depress their lift gate.
TikTokers, man. They're the worst of them.
All right, so you.
So I went to go
yeah.
buy a foot and couldn't. I walked out without one because I didn't want a novelty thing. I didn't want something that glows in the
Yeah.
dark and you had like it. You wound it up and it like made a whistling sound as you threw it. Right, but Amazon.
Yeah.
That's essentially what I was looking
Uh-huh.
for. And if
we
it,
just had this discussion
all
at your house last night.
if I wanted the rubber one,
Uh-huh.
I could have got one of those.
Yeah.
But neither of my kids are really good throwers.
Uh-huh.
And
'Cause-
so I would foresee them taking a ball to the face, which would not be good.
So wait, they're not good catchers more than throwers, really?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both.
Well, I mean, you're more
It would
worried
not
about
be-
them taking one
right.
in the face with a hard ball, then
Right.
because that would be
Yes.
that's worse than the throw.
Right.
You know.
And plus, it's something I would have to warm up into anyway. So having a softball would be better than.
You're like, I'm going light on you right now, but you better figure this out in the next 10 minutes because the heaters are
Right.
coming.
And a
buddy.
lot of times the ones with all the tails and whatnot, those are meant for like
long bombs.
long
Oh,
bombs. And that would be fine if I was out there with him and
Yeah.
I went past Ashley's house and said, come out to Silverado, we're going to start chucking 60-yard bombs
Yeah.
just to see who can.
Or if you were at Lake Tahoe.
I'll stand in the backyard at
Yeah.
Ashley's house, and you
Yeah,
can hug
and I'm
going
going
to
to put this up into the air.
Or if you were at Lake Tahoe.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Go there. Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
It's a funny story.
couldn't find one. So frustrating.
Yeah.
And if I
I think if you just went to the right place, you would have found one.
Did you ever have one of these?
What is it?
I think so.
Those were the best and most easy to throw and catch Nerf footballs of all.
Oh yeah, those are good balls
but
too.
the
They're nice
ones
and
that
soft.
had like this,
the spiral.
I went through plenty of those.
Yeah.
I mean, because they were just so easy to throw, and oftentimes I remember like the coating, the plasticky coating.
Yeah.
At at what was like the threads
It'll wear
would like
off.
just like peel off over
Yeah.
time because you would just grip and chuck the shit.
I mean, the
out
one
of
that he
thing.
just showed you has where the
They've got
where
little
the, it's-
indents.
Yeah, little
insets.
nubby
Yeah.
rubber things. That's what she said.
Yeah.
You know?
Just put the rubber nubbies on it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just what you're gonna say something, and I was just hoping you wouldn't.
Right. All I heard was. Yeah.
What's our stats looking like over there?
I got stats for you.
Yeah.
1 out of 1.
Yeah.
Data's.
What am I gonna do?
You don't want to know.
Oh.
Actually,
Well-
you're already doing it.
What's that?
Sucking.
Are you ready for
I'm putting
school?
my 2 weeks in.
Oh boy, putting his 2 weeks in.
That's just my.
Think about the budget we'll save.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Wow. We'll be in the.
We'll be in the black.
In the
You,
black,
mentally,
yeah.
you guys will be great, and I think statistically, you guys will be worse off.
We'll just put some sort of thing in a clown suit right here, and we'll be like, anyway, goddamn, you suck. And then it'll just be like,
Well, that's a dream come true for you because you really fucking hate clowns. So the opportunity to punch one, I would think, would be.
yeah, that'd be good. Good times.
Where'd the shark shoot go? It was like
I put it
was
in
over
the,
here.
I
for
put
a
it in the
while.
attic.
Oh my God! I wanted it out. I was gonna put it on.
Yeah.
We have a fan, and you want to put the fucking shark suit on?
What does that have to do with the shark suit?
It's hot as shit. You
that's
thought it
true.
was hot without the fan, and now
pretty-
you're
it's
like,
pretty nice in here.
I'm gonna have some fun.
Chandler. The thing about Dataz is he doesn't complain about anything. So
Nope.
You know, related to the shark suit, did you see the thing about Katy Perry?
Nope.
What?
Never heard of her.
You remember Dark Horse?
Yeah.
You
No.
coming at me with the
Yeah.
dark horse, and it had someone wrapped in it.
Yeah.
I think we can play.
I know the
we
song.
can play a 3-second blip, and that's it.
She got sued by a Christian rap band
No
They're
way.
that
Stealing it?
said that Dark Horse was pulled off of their song, and they won.
What?
Whoa.
Fucking Christian
Dark Horse
people.
is based off of and ripped off a Christian rap song. I don't know what it was
Interesting.
called.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay, yeah,
and that hits too, by the way.
Yeah, it does. There's some
I will
low
never
hits in
admit that.
there.
You guys can take that to my grave.
Yeah, what?
I will never admit that. You guys can take it. I'll
What?
take it to my grave that it will. It'll never admit that it hits. Because it's just Katy Perry. I can't do that.
Oh my God, Katy Perry's hot.
She's like a 4.
Her music's not terrible. I don't think.
Well, it's pop. It's all
Yeah.
processed, and
Oh, it's super produced.
Oh yeah, but so was
Hyper-produced.
Britney Spears, and I enjoyed the shit. There's some Britney Spears stuff that
She was.
you had to get into the stuff like after she. It was like the stuff directly after she shaved her head. She did like a bunch of really cool. What was that? Blackout, and then people started
I don't even
remixing
know.
her stuff,
Oh.
like people do now to like some of the Taylor Swift stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, Taylor Swift is the worst. How about that?
oh, I don't know.
He doesn't really have many opinions about things.
Some of Taylor Swift shit hits hard too. Dude.
See you later, man.
Dude.
Hey, come back when it's time to pack up the lights.
I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah,
I'm
a
drawing a
Taylor
blank.
Swift song. I don't have any Taylor Swift. But I think I have Dark Horse on my phone.
Yeah, there's a couple that
It'll
are
come
like
around in the rotation.
Juicy J is in Dark Horse.
I'll listen.
Yes.
I'll listen to it just for the hits.
Juicy J is a fucking legend.
Did you say doo wop?
God damn it.
Dude, am I looking for a T Swift song?
Yeah. Just rattle me off like Taylor Swift top 10.
Shake It Off.
Shake It Off. It will
Blank Space.
do okay.
Wildest Dreams. The Archer. Delicate. Bad Blood. Endgame. Look What You Made Me Do.
Look What You Made Me Do.
Really?
Yes.
I fucking
Write it down.
Absolutely hate that song more than anything in the world.
Reminder. Look What You Made Me Do.
All
Trust
right.
me.
I know you hate that song too because you've admitted that too.
It has like a
Is
heavy
this like
bass.
a thing
Dude,
that I have to like? At some point, I was like,
Yeah.
I hate that song.
Any recollection? I can
No.
only play 3 seconds for YouTube
Yeah.
before we get.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good one. Anyway.
I didn't. That was only.
So yeah,
like a
got
half a
sued.
second.
Christian rap, which is funny because she came from. I thought she did
She was
Christian,
a Christian
stuff
yeah,
before she did
before she went pop.
the what was her hit? I Kissed a Girl.
Yeah,
She was
Christian singing.
Yeah.
She did a lot of like small Christian shows and stuff.
Yeah.
from what I understand.
Anyway,
Not that I know a lot about Katy Perry, but I guess I know enough.
you know enough, and then that all ties into Left Shark.
Yeah,
Don't put it on.
it's too hot for that shit.
I ain't no pussy.
So anyone who's not from this area, it has been hot as shit, and kind of cooled down the last couple days.
It did.
But
Sunday, the
100
Sunday
and-
weather report to Monday was like 12 degrees cooler,
Yeah.
and it was. But
like
when you're coming down
106
from 100
or something,
yeah,
I mean that's
you're like,
I was
Yeah.
moving a lot of things today, and I'll admit I actually said at the peak of the day I was like, it is fucking not hot outside. Like,
not
it was-
hot.
yeah, it was nice. Like,
It was okay. I mean, when
Hey,
you're
I would
coming
take
off
it
of
any
100
day
plus,
of the week over
yeah,
what we just experienced.
all I have to say is don't move. First of all, because that's fucked up, and no one should have to go through that.
Retweet.
Seriously, I
Yeah.
declared we had to move one
okay,
couch.
I have a couch. that's
It's a
like
couch
this
that's
long.
got a fold-out bed in it, so it's
Yeah.
heavy.
oh yeah,
We moved
And-
it 14 feet, and he goes,
I said
"I'm never fucking moving."
I made the declaration that we are never moving unless someone is packing all of our shit and moving it. But I
Really?
don't have to do it. Yeah,
Really?
I don't want to move shit. It's bullshit. Your shit gets fucked up. Your house gets fucked up. Our house is a goddamn nightmare right now because all his shit's all over the place.
Oh really?
It's slowly being put into his bedroom,
I'm going
but
from
it
a
has to be
house
yeah.
to a room. So if you can
Yeah.
imagine how many things.
So you
I might
acquired
have.
that much stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
in
well,
between?
in 9 months, he just went, I'm living in a house, and then bought all this crazy shit that
Oh,
goes
so
in
you
the
have the
house.
chiller
ass-
now.
I got
You
a
have the
big ass
booze
desk.
chiller?
Fuck no, that go in my room, dude. That's going
Oh,
on my nightstand.
No, that's going in the kitchen.
Kill
Yeah.
yourself, bro. You're high. That shit is always gonna be on.
Did you
With
see the
tequila
video
in it.
of all the alcohol bottles?
Yes,
Uh-huh,
I
yeah.
did.
That's not even half. Of
that's
it.
not
We threw a
even
lot
half.
of them away.
Yeah.
Also,
I was gonna say, how did you know in hindsight that you would want to keep that to track? But
Oh, yeah,
you
why-
didn't.
it's
was
something
that
you
stuff
do
even
is
still
you,
there?
It's something you do like as like a young idiot. You just keep all of your
I
booze
don't-
bottles.
I don't think so.
No.
Well, maybe not back in the days from dinosaurs, but
I had to recycle that
Fair enough.
to
they
buy
don't
more
even,
booze.
They don't
They
even
don't
take.
alcohol bottles
they don't
as
take
recycled.
hard
Oh
alcohol
man, you
bottle.
just start peeling and you break the glass and you just throw it in the galvanized.
Well, no,
can.
if they can't verify that now, if you take it to our local
Dump.
Yeah.
where they do recycling,
Yeah.
if they can't verify that there's a CRV on it, they won't take it, or they'll take it, but they won't pay you for it.
See, I think they were just a lot harder on for getting materials back then.
Yeah, back in the day, you could go to like the automated machines where you feed all the stuff in, right? And if it couldn't figure it out, you would just get something for it. But now, if you take it in and recycle it, they just don't give you shit for anything that
Nothing.
doesn't have a CRV.
No. We had
No, bad.
We had 9 trash bags full of beer bottles.
That's recyclable.
Yes.
But
got,
we
like,
saved up.
$45 for it.
Remember, we saved up all those wine bottles and stuff. Where did we get all those from?
Where did you have all that stored? Why
On
did
the
you-
side of
the
our
house.
house.
Oh,
Yeah.
And in fact, we need to do a run now because there's
Yeah.
too much right now. But we had all these wine bottles that someone gave us. I don't remember where they came from, but they're like, "Oh yeah, take them." And we were like, "Oh my gosh, all this glass! It's gonna be crazy recycling! Yay, money!"
Yeah.
Because we would take the money and put it towards trips to Disneyland or whatever for Melanie, right?
Right.
And we take it all to the dump, and all the stuff that has CRV they would take, and the rest they were like, "Well, we'll take it, but you don't get anything for it." And then we're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
They'll still recycle it, but because you didn't pay
They're
a 5 or
they're
10
gonna
cent
take the
CRV,
money on it.
yeah, they'll get paid for it.
Oh yeah, but you're not.
I'm not.
No.
So fuck me.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, it was all like color sorted and everything.
Take your glasses and we fuck you.
Yeah.
So hot.
And even now they're even more strict to the point to where it's like if you don't like sort all of your glass and your cans and your plastic into different colors and all kinds of shit, they
Bro,
won't,
they'll fucking
Wow.
they'll
They
hate
won't
on
take
you,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
They'll be like, you didn't fucking know to do this already, you
Yeah.
fucking piece of shit.
You used to
Get
be
the
able
fuck
to,
out of here.
You used to be able to back in and sit there
Yes.
and sort your stuff.
And now they're like,
And
yeah,
now-
Joey, get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here. You don't know how to fucking sort
Yeah.
colors. Huh? Get out of here.
Yeah,
it's
it would.
bad.
I would.
They're like-
we would just empty the black garbage bag into their weighing
Yep.
trash
Oh no,
can,
it's got to
and they
be
would
all
just
sorted
tink-
because they've got to weigh the different colored glass, and then they got to weigh the different plastics.
We
and
didn't
the
do a
different,
lot of glass. We
Yeah.
had soda cans and
And cans.
and beer cans
Yeah.
in Grass Valley and then take it
Oh
up
well,
to-
this is the one here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they. I think the one here just got super strict over time.
really
Like they got tired of people spending too much time backed in.
yeah
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
were waiting.
yeah.
So they were just like, screw it. We're just going to make everybody
Is
sort it
there
before they get here.
an online thing to tell you what you need to have it sorted as?
I doubt it. I mean, they are even like, oh, well, that's whatever kind of plastic. That needs its own thing. And you're like,
Oh, now I would buy that because I know I've looked at like the difference between like a 2-liter bottle of soda and like a Gatorade bottle.
Well, I
like
think those
different
are-
types of.
yeah, I mean, they, you know,
Plastic.
like not a milk jug, or I don't think those are recyclable, but there's
Different
other
weighted types of
Yeah.
plastic. Yeah.
like
anyway.
orange juice
Yeah.
containers that
Yeah,
are
yeah.
like kind of whitey,
Yeah.
milky
Yeah.
colored.
Yeah.
Those are different from your clear plastic.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. It's just, I just want to recycle my shit. I want the
Yeah.
money that I gave you, and I just want it back.
Yeah.
And then you're making me jump through fucking hoops like crazy.
Yeah. That would.
So, and then they have limits on how much you can cash out at, like anything over 100, or there's like a cash out limit for the day, and you can only supposed to be able to come once per day. So if you had to
Okay.
make multiple trips,
Yeah.
you better come back the next day because they'll be like, oh, we already recycled
I feel there'd
for
be
you
some
today.
reason to have concern if you had to make multiple trips, unless you were in like a SUV or something. But
well,
then if you're
we would load up the CRV, put the seats back, take all the shit out so it's like just a cavern, and just fill it to the ceiling. And sometimes we'd have enough that it would take 2 trips.
what were you? Is this soda or beer?
It's
or
it's
wine?
just all of our recycling. Any recycling anything, it goes into a bin, and then we store it on the side of the house, and then
Huh.
we sort it, and then
Yeah.
now we sort it and
Now
take
you
it.
sort it.
We used to just load it in the van or load it in the CRV and then take it there and sort it.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to do that anymore. You can't do that. Is it sorted already? No. Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to go sort it and come back. Oh Jesus.
Good God.
Yeah. They're very persnickety. They are fuckers. Let's
Yeah.
just say it that way. Fuckers.
God,
Yeah.
what a pain in the ass.
Yeah. And if you didn't know, you just pulled up, and you'd be like, "What? Where was I gonna get this information?"
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, sorry, I didn't check the goddamn website before I came to recycle.
Oh, should I have called you?
Well, that makes you wonder. What about that place that's down right there at the bottom of Riverside that's got like a shipping container and like a dude that just stands out there with the scale? You ever thought about just taking it there?
Where?
The burger, the pizza place.
Oh, that's a recycling guy that's right there?
Yeah.
Pizza? Place?
I don't think I've ever seen
Yeah.
him
The
open.
amount of times
What
we
pizza
really
At Riverside Pizza.
Riverside Pizza.
Oh, there's also a place on Church Street right by the Roundhouse Deli that gives you a good amount of money for shit, too.
Isn't there one behind Bel Air
I don't know. Bel Air. Which Bel
I
Air?
don't think anymore.
on Foothills?
I don't think
I
anymore.
don't know.
There used to be those automated
I would
ones.
just wonder if there's less hassle.
there with like a hole, and you would just stick your stuff in the hole, and it would like go down a conveyor and scan it, and then it would like
You ever seen those?
inside it would like sort it for you, and then you'd get a receipt, and then you have to take it into the store and get the cash.
I've never done one of those.
Well, the problem with those is they got used so much that they were always full. So when you walk up to it, the machine was like closed because it's full. You know, and you're like, kind
of like
I
the
just loaded up
cardboard
the
recycling thing.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
You all right there?
Yeah, I was
bud?
farting. It's cool.
Shouldn't require that much effort.
No, no.
Sounds like you have a opioid.
I don't
problem?
think that's what it is because we know he's a jug man on his own. He's a one-man jug man. We know this. Yeah. And in fact, I'm a little concerned. We got the fan blowing over here. At some point, we're going to get the.
Are you guys doing the Oompa Loompas?
That's exactly what's going to happen.
You need to make more like wine bottle trees. I can't remember. I've made one for somebody.
Now this is a thing where you like weld the tree the parts on, then you put glass
like you
on it.
take rebar, and you make like a.
I think I've seen pictures of this.
I can't remember. I think I gave it to Venus's mom.
Sorry, I opened my legs. It was a chug band, bro.
I don't think that's what it was.
No.
I mean, does your ass have a drum set in it?
Yeah.
Dude, you said it's a jug band, bro. That was a fucking jug band.
That didn't sound like it. Yeah. That's a jug man.
Someone's gonna hit the coral. Back him away from the reef. What? Nah, it's just my boy. It's just my boy.
It's the foghorn leghorn. Sorry. I don't even know what that means.
Well, if you watch Looney Tunes, you would know who that was.
Do you guys think it would be
That's true.
worth it to commit a felony so I don't have to do jury duty ever again?
No.
Okay.
It's interesting. You do it. Have you ever done it?
No, I'm going to get out of it for life, though. I guarantee it.
Really?
Yeah. I have the paperwork actually already.
Oh.
He's a lunatic.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually want him sitting in
I
on
guess
our
you
justice
just have to be
system.
that kind of wonk. Because I enjoy the...
No. I think what it is really it's the wrong side of the justice system for him. He should be.
Oh, you're going to court.
He should be on the
Oh.
defendant's table,
Yeah.
not on the jury box. You know what I mean?
Sir, the Chandler Schroeds then exposed himself in an inappropriate manner
Now,
at the West House bar.
Now, funny that you talk about that because my wife sat on a jury in Auburn, and it was a dude who was going through the McDonald's drive-thru with his junk out of his pants.
Okay.
Like at where he'd go pick up the food and his dick would be out.
Okay.
And so he got busted a couple times.
Times.
I guess. And they convicted him. They actually convicted him of this, and then. I remember my.
So in the wait, in a car in a drive-through, and he would be
Exposing
like,
himself.
"Hey,
give me my coffee,
yeah,
motherfucker!"
McFlurry time."
Exactly.
Okay.
So the cops would get called on him, right? And then he'd get busted.
Why would you wait? God, that just seems so bizarre.
Why would I don't understand the need to like expose yourself to people that don't know you?
That's a kink. I won't understand it,
He
but
pulls
I know
up
that
with his wiener around. He's like, "Show me your feet.
just don't spill the fries."
Be careful where you drip that coffee because my wiener's out."
Yeah. Oops.
That's really. Maybe he was hoping to sue him because the coffee was too hot, like that one lady did, right? The coffee.
I don't know
didn't
if
she,
I
like,
would
spill?
put my junk at risk for a settlement.
I dropped a hash brown on my junk.
Yeah,
Oh.
my entire left shaft and nut are charred.
Oh boy, and that's an oil burn.
Yeah,
If it's a hash brown.
I don't get that one.
That doesn't go away.
I was gonna say because it would be different if you like walked inside.
Well, that would be a little harder.
Like I'd like some
Wait a
fries,
second.
sir.
Hold on, that's not what I meant.
Sir, your pants. I'm like, yeah, and
that would be a
number
little more
2,
difficult to.
supersized with a McFlurry.
He'd have to have custom drawers for
Yeah.
that. I
Oh,
think.
and catch this.
Can I pay with my
Do you have change for 5? Sir.
Oh shit!
Sir.
We do not take that form
Yeah,
of
I'll take
payment.
that to go. Oh, by the way, and then like to stick around long enough to let the cops catch you.
Yeah, and so anyway, he got caught, and then she had to sit through this dumb shit's trial, and they ended up convicting him. And of course, the judge was like, "The jury's welcome to come back for sentencing if you're interested." And she's like, "Fuck no, I don't want to see that dude again." And she said what was funny about the trial was she heard every word you could ever imagine, plus some she'd never heard of before, that was a word describing male genitalia.
Really?
Yeah, every word you could imagine was used, plus some she'd never heard.
You would think that the court would settle on something that was
yeah.
static.
I would have just.
not
well, I think
I would
it-
have been like, yeah, his fucking cock was out.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
know.
I think it's just the like witnesses kind of a thing come up
Oh.
and say different
Oh.
words, right?
And what did you see? I saw his balls and his kizark.
yeah, and then the next guy would be like, "Yeah, I saw his dick was way out."
Company standards asks if I was to offer him ketchup and salt, but his kizark was out. So I deferred it to my manager, who came to the window. Yes, and yes, his shaft and mushroom tip were out. It was inappropriate. So I called management, senior management. Yeah, dick out.
His Johnson was fucking flopping.
So I called the cops. They came quick. Shit.
You call that a dick?
I was like, you want to measure right now? Boy, come in here and get your fries and check this shit out.
You think you got something? Wait till you see what I got.
I'm packing. I'm going to clobber you upside the temple coming here. Fuck. They call me the nightstick when I'm not here.
I work security in my second job.
Pantsless.
I can throw this thing halfway across a parking lot.
Like a goddamn boomerang.
It always comes back.
It never leaves, but it comes back. It's crazy. Anyway, nightstick. Hey, hi, jury. Is anyone single?
Oh, sir, what's your real name?
That's it. I had it legally changed to nightstick because I'm so popular with the ladies.
It is nightstick.
Just nightstick with silent ph.
Silent PA.
What?
Where? Where does it go?
It's in the middle. Right next to your mom. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's like, "Fuck no, I'm not going to the sentencing." But that was the last person she wanted to see.
I want to say the furthest one I got to was Nevada City. I went to the court in Nevada City, and it was a property dispute.
Mm-hmm.
And we never got past. We got all the way through jury selection,
And you were on the jury.
and I got picked for jury, and
Oh.
it was we will recess and hear opening arguments.
yeah.
And he let us go for lunch. And when we came back
They
in
had
and we all sat
plead.
down, they said the case has been dismissed.
Oh wow.
And that was it. I'm like, oh, it was the closest I got to seeing like the innards of.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's just a reason to like, oh, well, cool. I get paid day off work, and I don't mind.
I don't get paid if I go to that.
I thought that was a.
The court doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
The court will pay you, but work doesn't have to pay you.
Oh.
The court gives you like $10 a day or something.
Oh, cool. Let me go fucking wipe
You're
my butt
welcome.
with that.
You're welcome.
Wow, fucking
Um,
love to be an American. If I was a fucking illegal alien, I could get free health care. But if I go serve as a fucking goddamn American on a jury trial, I would get $10.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
You're doing your
Donald
civic
Trump.
duty. You're doing
Yeah.
your civic duty.
You need to
So
participate.
the
For
one time,
$10, bro.
so the one time I got close was courthouse in Roseville, downtown Roseville, and they put me on the jury, and then I got bumped to the alternate fucking box, and I was like, this is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
If you had to sit on a jury but be an alternate,
Yeah.
and then not get to vote whether the motherfucker was guilty or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then I ended up like towards the end got bumped, and I was like, I'm out. Peace.
You were guilty anyway. Fuck off.
Yeah, that was the closest I ever came.
If I have to go to the court, I'm going to wear a shirt that makes me look like I have a bikini on.
Like right now.
Yeah.
God, he's got like left tit out.
Yeah.
Nip slip.
You should go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of McDonald's, can we get to sponsorship like your mom's house has? For
I don't know.
$2.6 million?
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that'd be cool?
Yeah, 2.6.
That's
Yeah,
not very much. $2.6
It's
million.
less than the kid that won the Fortnite tournament.
That's true.
Did you see any other news relative to that?
I did not. I just saw that a couple articles that were talking about how he.
So
won.
ESPN, maybe the next day. Did you see or hear about it? The 16-year-old that won the World Fortnite Championship, world, the purse for first place was $3 million. 16 years old.
$3 million.
That's where
first place.
that's where money goes, man.
Yeah.
So shit like
so
that.
Nice. ESPN like the day after then tweeted, congratulations esport winner Booga for winning a Fortnite tournament, $3 million. The salty butthurtness of specifically our age bracket and up of you that's not an esport. All you do is press buttons.
You fucking do it then, buddy.
Yeah, and and then there was the comparison that I think I sent to you guys with the golf purses that Tiger's won less for Master.
I didn't get a chance to look at that.
Well, that's a Masters win.
Right.
Right, but he'll make more money
Right,
just in sponsorship shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's
but the amount
the
of
prize
like
money. The prize money
just
itself.
absolute pissed offness and jealousy.
hatred.
Oh yeah. All you do is press buttons. Then you get like the nerds that are like, you hit a ball with a stick, dude.
Yeah.
You want to really?
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Whether you like it or not, esports is here to stay.
Yeah.
It's a thing that actually happens in colleges now.
Yes.
There are esports teams.
Esports scholarships?
Sham was just telling me there's a high school that has an esports team now. There's colleges that you can major in esports. They have scholarships for it.
Yeah.
It's a thing now.
I think that this is, Epic, which is the creator of Fortnite. I think they're, as far as the purse size, they're ahead of anybody else that's been offering stuff. But they pulled between online views, viewing the championship within Fortnite playing, the Fortnite client itself, over 5 million live views of watching the tournament.
Wow!
So it's not, not entertaining. People enjoy watching it.
It's way more entertaining than watching fucking poker or something.
Yeah, but again, that's to each their own.
Yeah.
But when was the last time you watched a World Series of Poker? Or even for me, I haven't watched a Super Bowl or a World Series or an NBA championships in its entirety in probably 5+ years.
Yeah.
I watched a good hour of the semifinals of that tournament because I enjoyed that. I think
that. Part of that, and the other thing that would keep your attention too is the process. Like, how do they do this and how do they do that?
Oh
right?
yeah.
So you're like, I see what they're doing. Whereas, Super Bowl's like 2 teams going at it. It's always the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of it too. It's one of those like watershed moments. I think we're going to start seeing, probably to the bane of our generation, this get more traction as far as tournaments, purse prizes, and acceptance as larger audiences start getting like, it's not $3 million. When you're winning $10,000 at a tournament at your local, LAN party or whatever,
Right.
That's one thing. I think parents, guardians can still say, you're never going to make a living. That's good. Congratulations, you did well, but you're not going to make a living off of that kind of thing. You rewind the clock 2+ years ago, when Amazon bought Twitch and started giving out like the Twitch Prime subscription things that got Ninja, like, just grabbed the bulk of the market as far as online content creations and Twitch. Like, it was like a watershed moment for online game viewing.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think, is one of those moments where people have to recognize that there is serious money here for talented and skilled pro gamers. This you can.
Well,
these purses are out there.
Here's
and,
the deal. You take an average guy who thinks, why the fuck did that guy deserve $3 million? Let him play that dude in Fortnite and find out real fast.
Oh yeah, he gets smoked.
Oh yeah,
and it's just as much as someone that's like goes out to the park and makes 10 for 10 free throws, 3 or 4 times in his outing of the thing.
Right.
It's like, well, yeah, but you're not a pro player. You're not going to give Michael Jordan a run for his money,
right?
Or fucking anybody else that's the new hotness.
Yeah,
you're not.
Yeah,
and you play your Fortnite on your Xbox or your PS4 or your PC. You're not going to crush these dudes because you're not. But the dreams exist, right? So trying to convince your parents or something, or even if you're older, it's like, could I make a living doing this? I think we've hit these 2 watershed moments in the last 5 years where it's a real possibility.
Yeah.
And if you've got a young one or you yourself have talent, there's like an even greater option for you, I think, to pursue those types of goals if you have that skill set.
Well, one of the things that really I find fascinating is even stuff like Battlebots, right? You kind of watch that and go, these guys spend a lot of money building these machines to go into this fight, right? And they get tore the hell up and they have to rebuild them and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
Well, I was surprised to go into, I think it was Target, where they have the Battlebots that you can buy and put them into an arena and fight with them, and they're remote controlled. And they are the branded bots that
Where'd
are
you
on the
see that?
show
Where?
at Target.
Really?
How much is that?
They were, I think it was like 2 bots with controllers and
Were they expensive?
And it was like $70 or something.
We should do like a drunk version of that.
100%.
And I was like, oh my, I love watching Battlebots, right?
Write that down.
And I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest shit. How much? Oh, $70? I'm not going to spend $70.
Yeah.
But you can buy individuals. You didn't have to buy the arena thing.
Yeah.
You can buy individuals.
Break them? How do you win?
They're toys.
Yeah, they're toys.
But I mean,
I'm sure they.
so I always wondered how these teams build these bots. Well, now you see they're now marketing this stuff with the bots, replicas of the bots themselves, with the names and all that shit.
And that specifically.
But how do you win?
Well, I'm sure
It's just for
it's
fun.
probably like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Like something falls off and
I don't
I've
know
lost.
I don't know if that's how they work or not.
Like BattleBots itself, specifically BattleBots, that has gone around the horn. Like that was popular 7 to 10 years ago,
and it went away,
and then it went away.
Yeah.
But through popularity, like I really bring. I think there was like a resurgence, and now we just watched that.
Well, I think
Sunday,
also,
Monday?
I think also the technology that goes into building those is improved too. So they're more reliable, they're stronger.
Yeah,
the batteries last longer. There's all these different things that are.
In fact, I mean, it's weird that you would mention that because we saw like 5-10 minutes. I think we were trying to get out to go frozen yogurt. They were talking. They were talking about switching the drums out. Like a spinning drum, whatever his weapon was, because he was facing a different bot. They had changed his drum to whatever his skin was to be more advantageous to
Yeah.
him. To,
I'm glad you told me this because we definitely have to do it.
Isn't that cool?
it's at Target.
Yeah, Target has them.
I'll have
And
to
they
go
had a
look.
bunch of them. They had a bunch of different ones. I was kind of impressed, and they actually look pretty cool. And they're, I don't know, I want to say they're about this big, probably.
Yeah, it just sounds like a more adult
3 or 4
version
inch.
of like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I'm
Yeah.
sure they're meant to
well,
not,
they're
not be
fairly
one and done.
expensive.
Yeah, but I'm sure you don't want to actually destroy them.
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
That
so like
looks
little
fun as
parts
fuck.
flop off.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, I want to.
Flip it.
Ka-chunk. Do they flip over and then reseat?
Oh yeah, see, we could just build like a PVC arena and like.
Well, no, you can buy the kit that has the arena.
Well, yeah, if
like,
we were looking to save money, you don't have
Oh.
to buy the arena.
Oh. Oh yeah, so it looks
Oh,
like
you're-
parts are meant to come off.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're meant to. Yeah, it's like Rock'em. Oh, you got.
But I don't know if maybe they make the arena that it has like the saws come up out of the floor and.
It looks like it. Look right there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that is bitching, man.
Dude, we
I
have
don't
to
see
do this.
saws, but the edges
No.
look. Although
Well,
you
there's
could,
like holes.
Well,
I
the
don't know
big-
if something doesn't come
The
out.
big,
Oh.
but-
there's a big hammer, in
Yeah.
the real Battlebots.
Dude, how many AA batteries do we need to buy? Oh, rip.
Aren't those cool?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I would totally do that.
But, it's like I always wondered, how do those guys make money? Well, now you see this kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's like, well, now they're marketing their
Oh, this guy's got a
bots.
hammer, dude.
I'm sure
Right.
that they, yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure probably
dude.
the company is then like, here's your budget, but whatever design you come up with, we're going to license it, and you'll
Yeah.
get a chunk of the merchandising.
Right.
Oh, they got the spinning head guy. Oh,
He's all over
C-3PO
this.
on crack, dude.
dude.
R2D Dizzle.
Oh my God, that is dangerous, dude. Kids are gonna lose fucking eyeballs.
That's what we want.
Yeah, that's-
we need more
I'm
toys
talking
that
about-
do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well,
this
Survival of
is
the
sick,
fittest.
Yeah,
man.
put some glasses
We just
on
want
and get
like
in
a
there.
full 360.
I'm going to start putting carbide chips on mine now.
That's fucking cool.
Start fucking your plastics up.
That's pretty sick.
You need a carbide 3D printer,
Oh.
so that you could print carbide parts.
Where did I see? Who did this, something like that? Oh, it was Adam Savage and his titanium 3D
Oh.
printed Iron Man suit.
Yeah, that's pretty bitchin'.
Fuck.
That setup alone, just to be able to print that stuff, I mean, that's out of anyone's reach,
Yeah.
unless you're a
I
corporation.
can't remember the place. It was somewhere out of Colorado that was the place that could
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
Like,
they had all the stuff already.
My good God.
What are they making with that stuff normally? That they're like, sure, come on in. You know what I mean?
Probably like skunk work shit for places like Boeing and defense contractors.
Yeah.
I mean, what else? would
One-off
you-
parts.
Titanium. 3D printing
That's-
titanium in crazy shapes.
That's nuts. I want to 3D print a house. They actually have a machine that does that.
The concrete thing.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah. It works.
I know. It's bizarre.
Blah.
Oh, this guy took a lens from a World War I camera
Yeah.
and put it on a Canon of some sort and
Mhm.
like shot a whole video with it, and it looks totally cool.
Was there like bullet holes in it?
No, but there's a picture of a guy with the lens in his hand. But that's from a 100-year-old camera lens.
Well, yeah. Products that meant to last.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't build shit like they used to.
Now they're like, check out our new Sony Alpha. It's meant to last you 2.4 years.
I was surprised. So
What? You can't
one
use
of the
lead anymore.
one of the coolest trade shows I ever went to was when we released our camera. We did a trade show that happens every year, and it's on the Paramount lot down in Hollywood. And the show, they have like the sets, like the big set buildings.
Yeah.
Some of the shows are in the set buildings that are empty, and then some parts of the show are out in the streets of the sets, like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the buildings and
Yeah.
shit. So you're like in the middle of what looks like New York City or whatever, but you're also looking at camera lenses and other things,
Oh,
right?
weird.
Yeah. And one of the coolest things was there's companies that take old lenses and they take them apart and then they clean the lenses up and then rebuild brand new lenses out of them and make custom lenses. So there's companies that specifically deal with like refurbishing lenses to repurpose them for new like peel mount lenses for cinema cameras and stuff like that. It was really amazing. And that's what they do. That's like the whole business. Because apparently it's way cheaper to redo camera lenses and the glass than it is to manufacture the glass to spec.
Yes, yeah.
It's way cheaper to take something that already exists and remanufacture it and put it all back together in something new.
I believe that.
So that was, I didn't even know that was a thing until I went to that show. That was pretty cool.
Where was I at? When I used to work at the PC Solutions in Auburn, we had a client. Oh man, I can't remember the name. And they did optics for somebody.
Oh.
And I went into their machining room, which was on the way to their server room, and they had like huge. I would say
polishers.
Yeah, just like.
Oh yeah.
With the lubrication milk going on,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, just polish the shit out of that stuff.
Super nuts.
Yeah, I wonder how many rounds of polishing they have to go to get it what the tolerances they need.
Apparently, it's so much that it's easier to just repurpose old lens glass.
Oh, so that they were doing that too, or
no? But I can see. It's probably just cost effective.
That manufacturing process of precise glass manufacturing is got to be expensive.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're taking like old prime lenses that are for cinema, taking them apart, cleaning the glass up, and then putting it into their own lens housing.
Yeah.
And then reselling it, which is kind of impressive.
We'll just make an aluminum tube and put this really expensive,
and
super awesome glass in there
with focuses and focus rings and iris stuff.
Yeah.
So kind of amazing. What?
That guy never responded to me. I texted him like 2 or 3 times.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I think he's for the interview thing.
Oh, you got a job? New job?
He asked me. This guy I knew asked me if I could shoot him an interview thing for work. It was like 13 separate videos at like 5 to 7 minutes each. So I quoted him.
So he wanted Chandler to shoot, edit, and produce all these videos.
Okay.
So 13 how many minute videos?
4 to 7 minute videos.
So think about how much work that is, right?
Okay.
And so he asked Chandler to give him a quote on how much that would cost, and we talked about it. And I'm like, it's got to be worth your while, because otherwise, it's kind of, if you're not getting out of it what you put into it as far as your time and effort,
right,
then it's totally not worth your while.
Right.
So he was asking me, well, how much? And I'm like,
and I mean,
don't sell yourself short just because you think you want to earn the job for a price.
Right.
You still need to make money on it.
Right.
Like a wedding photographer charges about $3,000 for a wedding shoot. Right?
So you're talking about stills or video?
Stills. So that's just like a baseline kind of thing. So I quoted him $4,200. Didn't respond.
So how many videos was it?
13.
13. Yes.
4 to 7 minute videos.
He wanted
depending.
4K.
In 4K,
which is a
so he would have to shoot it.
This was an interview, a set of interview videos.
It was like he was going to do training videos for his business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not okay.
I don't think that was
first
terrible.
Of all, it's a write-off. If you've got a business,
yeah,
it's a good write-off.
Yeah.
And he was like kind of thinking about like $2,000. I'm like, is $2,000 enough? I don't for that much work. Yeah. And you're probably going to get a bunch of, well, we need to change this and we need to change that.
Yeah.
There's never going to be.
You tell me you're not going to get 4 minutes into a training or tutorial video, and he's not going to go and then
we need to
realize his fly's down, or he's going to get a call from his somebody.
Yeah.
And we got to start again.
But my point was, don't sell yourself short just to get the work.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be worth your while.
Yeah. I texted him that, and he was like, "How many hours do you think it is?" And I was like, "I'm not really worried about the hours.
Longer than I'm at your mom's house."
Oh.
Yeah, I basically broke it down. I was like, it's like $320 a video. It's a lot of work per video, which probably, if you're going off $320 per video, is probably about right. If I was getting charged, or if I was making like $30 an hour, that's probably about right. Maybe even at 15, I don't know.
I don't think you were off base. In fact, I think you might have even been a little bit on the low side.
I'd be curious to see what the market is for that type of, because you're probably at
How
that
do you
kind of
know
thing,
what to charge people for something.
You'd be probably looking to get a studio. Most places are probably going to like a production studio for that.
Who have a lot of bills to pay.
Right.
Well,
so they're like, we'll have you come in
expenses.
here, we'll have a facility, we'll have multiple cameras, and there's probably someone that's managing all of the shots.
Yeah, you're gonna have a director and
almost like
DP.
Project managing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're probably looking at $5K to $10 easy.
Yeah, easily.
Easy. And you're like, yeah, I'm one guy. I'm going to do all of that for you.
Yeah.
4,200.
4,200. I don't think that was a bad deal.
Yeah, Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Is he going to go stand outside of high school and get some like?
Well, I mean,
I can film it on my iPhone. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. What is he?
He was like, I want to pay somebody to do it, and I want it to be good. And I was like, well, I can. And it was him and another buddy who had they had made this business about these little moon lamp things. Maybe you've seen a picture of it. But I did some work for them for free, too. And then they were like, well, we really like the way this turned out, so we'll pay you to do something else. And now they're like, not even responding. I was like, cool.
Well, yeah.
I guess they didn't want it that bad.
Or
maybe they thought, oh, he's way too cheap. What kind of work are we going to get for only $4,200? Come on.
Yeah.
Don't call that guy back.
You're going to go stale just because you're afraid of the price. Well, that's on you and your business. I mean, hopefully he's still successful, I guess. You don't want to wish failure on anybody, but if you're going to stagnate, that's on you. Everyone else. What was the business?
It was for like sales. They have like some tool.
If you're not willing to go above and beyond for sales,
you got to put money in to get money.
Yeah.
And he had just been bragging about how much money it was making, and it was doing super good and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, let's see if you've got the fucking,
you can pocket it if you want, but if you're not going to turn around and put investment back into your business,
I don't think that's
you an idiot.
You were off base at all, to be honest.
Nope.
But I'll tell you what, I do want to figure out how I can get more opportunities like that.
Yeah. Well, part of it's working in it, and
there's got to be like nowadays there's got to be a huge like internship opportunity, especially with everyone doing like content creation, like whether it's like setting up home or like small office studio booths for like live streaming maybe that's there's a thing like maybe the kid is not AV savvy, but they've got thumbs like lightning, and he wants to maybe there's a consulting business opportunity there for do you or someone in your family a gamer and wants to break into the online community to hopefully get their piece or their piece of the pie.
So you're saying like backdrop stuff instead of showing
a
messy bed and like
what do I need?
A desk that has a bunch of soda cans on it.
Yeah.
You've got
here's what we do.
Backdrop.
What's your space? What do you have to work in?
Yeah.
It's my bedroom. Okay. So what equipment do you have? Are you playing on a PC? Yeah. Are you playing on an Xbox console, whatever?
Yeah.
Here's the bare minimum equipment that you're going to need to get in on, and you almost like do like a turnkey. Here's your equipment. Here's what you're going to do as far as an online profile.
You're just giving away a whole business opportunity. Anybody who listens to this podcast.
For AV, there is a fledgling and niche market that crosses between his youth gaming and AV. These, mics, lighting.
Yeah.
They're, and not full-blown like mixer decks. We're talking 1 or 2 mics.
Yeah.
And the ability to tune that for not ABC, NBC, CBS, but for Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook. Facebook has it too.
Vimeo.
Online gaming.
Yeah.
So you're using bandwidth, not airwaves, per se, and small AV production stuff.
Yeah.
Equipment.
Well, plus there's streaming equipment and all kinds of stuff that you can get into as well.
I do have some friends and I are gonna shoot a video on like the.
Speak up, boy.
We're doing a video on the 9th, 10th, and 11th, and I'm the director of photography on this. And apparently, the guy that wrote the script, I think you guys will probably think this is bullshit just as much as I do, but apparently, his family lives in L.A. and is friends with Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
so.
Well, I know Steven too.
That's when you have to do your best work.
That's when I roll 10 times. I'm like, sure, of course.
We go way back.
And then I'm like, okay, well, if this pans out.
Well,
they actually borrowed my bike for ET.
Yeah. Oh, so. You're the one that had the flowery cage on the front of your bike. So my wife worked at Channel 31 for about. Hey, it wasn't I have a flowery.
Don't judge.
Cage. I have a flowery cage.
Anyway, your wife worked.
She worked at Channel 31 for about 13 years.
Right.
And local TV station here in town. And one of the guys that she worked with, and I've been trying to remember his name. I can't think of it, but he ended up doing a movie, and I think it was called like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It was really
Guy Ritchie?
No, it was, maybe that's not the movie. It was some really long movie name. But he used like talent out of the station.
Okay.
So like a lot of people that Shanna worked with at the station were in this film that he made. But he ended up going on into Hollywood and doing other movies too. And I wish I could remember the dude's name. Maybe I'll have to text Shanna while we're chatting and try and get a. I think I left my phone in the car. So that's cool.
You fucked up.
Do you need my phone?
Well, it wasn't the John Travolta one in Auburn, was it?
No. Oh, you mean the movie itself?
Yeah.
No, that was John Travolta. Wasn't that like a alien movie or something?
No, he had a tumor.
That's what it was. No, he didn't do that movie.
Oh.
Let me send her a message.
Clickety click. Are you emailing it? Is there a cloud-based iMessage?
Yeah.
Really?
Messages on the Mac.
Oh.
You use that, right?
No.
What?
Yes. Sorry.
It's just like using your phone.
Yeah. I was talking about.
No, what?
Fuck you.
Who? Fuck you, Jim.
Never heard of her.
You can eat it. All of it.
Well, we'll see how long it takes for her to get back to me. But he
Bubbles already.
Huh?
Bubbles already.
I got dots.
And by the way, Mike, that means she's replying. You fucking Android user.
Yeah, Mike was a little upset about the iPhone apparently because it doesn't have a back button.
Hey, dude, fucking, it's on the screen,
Okay, so his name was Joe Carnahan.
Oh, okay.
So
I know of a Carnahan, but probably not that Carnahan.
So Joe Carnahan, and let's look up the movie. It was a big deal when it came out, and I want to say it was in
a prison. Was it in a prison? I got jokes.
No, it wasn't in a prison. It was a pretty good movie, and I remember we went to the premiere. Joe Carnahan movies. We went to the premiere of it. It was at I want to say it was at the Laughs Unlimited down at Arden. Watt and how about Arden?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has done. This is interesting. He has done Smokin' Aces, The A-Team.
Oh.
The Gray.
That's a good movie.
Death Wish.
Death Wish, the Tarantino one?
Yeah.
Is Kurt Russell?
He was part of it somehow. What was the first movie he did though? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Blood, Guts, and Octane. Blood, Guts, Bullets, and Octane was the movie. So that was like he was the producer.
Mm-hmm.
He was part. He's the one that like got this whole thing, and they used like equipment from the station to shoot all this shit.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be. It was pretty. I think it was a long movie if I remember correctly, but it turned out pretty good. And it was like we knew all these people that were in the movie because Shannon worked at the station.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And he's done all these movies. Faceless, like a TV movie. The Gray, he was a producer of. He did executive producer for the show The Blacklist, which is a TV series.
Oh yeah, Spader. I think Spader's in that. James Spader.
State of Affairs, another TV series. He was executive producer. He was a producer for Wheelman, El Chicano, Boss Level, Point Blank, The Raid, Kane and Boyd, which is a short. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see. So, I mean, that happens. People can go from like local because he worked at the station. People can go and do that stuff. It's kind of impressive.
Yeah.
So it happens. That's all I'm saying. Don't get your hopes up, but it does happen.
Yeah. Dreams, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
You just have to work at it, and part of it is networking and getting to know people.
Mm-hmm.
But they used a lot of station time. A lot of equipment at the station to do his movie, apparently.
Yeah.
One of the biggest costs was getting it printed to film. That was a big cost. But impressive to see that come to fruition and then be able to go to the premiere and see it in the theater with all the other people that were in the movie.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun, know. But yeah, interesting stuff. It's definitely doable. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And you don't know anybody.
Seems pretty good.
You don't know anybody that has the ability to get you equipment.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No.
Damn, it's too bad. It's too bad I don't have any family members that are in the AV.
Yeah. Weird.
In the pro AV. Yeah. No, you don't know anybody.
I know the high end guys.
Do you know
are
anybody?
Using Black Magic and AJA
who-
stuff.
Yeah.
What? No.
I only
Did you
know,
just use the word black magic in front of me, Buster Brown?
The biggest dude uses. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's shit though.
Who?
Ninja.
He uses black magic shit?
Yeah, his like.
I no longer support him.
Selfie face camera is a Black Magic.
Pocket Cinema, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, their cameras they've gotten a lot better. To be honest,
dude, they're so like for the money. It seems like they're so worth it.
So
but I honestly I just don't know if I could get myself to ever buy one. Just because
one of the cool things is the show that Apple has on. I think it's on iTunes, which is the Carpool Karaoke. They have their own Carpool Karaoke. Apparently, they still do the AJ Key Pro Ultra or Ultra Pluses.
I hear you, bass.
And they use the Blackmagic pocket cameras like inside the cab, and they feed video from those cameras into the trunk.
Yeah.
And then they record it with our recorder, which is funny. So, yeah.
When you want it recorded.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Here's another cool use of our shit. So there's the ULA, the United Launch Alliance.
Yeah.
They launch at Vandenberg, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They launch rockets there. And they have about 60 cameras that are set up around the launch pad.
Yeah.
They use about 60 of our Key Pro devices to capture video of the launch. And these are 100% uptime boxes that come from us.
Yeah.
That they use to record the launches. And we had a problem at one point where the cameras that are really close to the launch bay where the engines are coming by and there's a lot of like harsh vibration, those cameras would shake so violently that their video output would send such a shit signal to our box that our box would take these interrupts out of the signal and we would stop recording.
Oh.
Which is bad, right?
Right.
So we have an option that allows it to record even if they lose signal. But in this case, the video signal coming out of their camera was so poor that we were like, and then we'd stop recording.
Right.
So I figured out how to test this. This is one of my claim to fame for myself. This is like a proud moment for me.
Okay.
I figured out a way to test this and reproduce what they were seeing with this shitty signal on our input to a point to where I could get it to fail in-house. Oh, cool. And then we got one of our engineers involved, and he goes, okay, I'll look at it. Within a day, he had figured out this interrupt problem. The signal was causing interrupts to us, which was causing us to go out of record. He fixed it. The software got pushed out to the ULA. They installed it on their boxes, and they've had 3 launches now where the boxes have had a 100% uptime during a launch.
Do you just shake the baby? Is that how you came up with the test?
No, so we have, the way I figured out how to do it was we have a box that someone went to Radio Shack back when it was still open.
Yeah.
They built a SDI in or an input and an output, and it's literally an analog switch that goes and breaks the signal, and you just take that thing and just fucking
give it all the speed.
Give it everything you can, and that would break it. That was enough to like recreate their problem.
Oh.
So we got a really nice email from them saying, "Hey, we're super happy. You know, these things recorded without any problems," and so that was really cool.
Cool.
So
we're at time.
We are?
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. Like we over?
106.
Oh, okay. We're about there.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to end it on rockets. Did you see the last SpaceX launch?
No. Is this the one where the
have you seen them do those?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Where they're returning them panel back to
and landing on the
landing back. I was going to say the tie-in there is the multiple cameras that they're using throughout the entire trip
on the rockets, like shooting down the rocket, like seeing you can see
each
the flames.
Stage has multiple cameras. You know,
on the landing.
Every
craft.
time I watch that, and then one of those rockets comes back down and hits its mark. Just
wow,
that's awesome.
On a floating barge, no less.
Like, God damn. That's
now
cool.
They've had failures too, but that's fascinating shit.
Yeah. You know, from everything being a scrap to now like, no, we need to repurpose these.
Yeah.
How do we get that? And they're like, boo, bonk.
Yeah.
Putting them
standing up.
Yeah.
On a barge.
That's amazing.
And then, I mean, what?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Anyway,
you got a pretty good team of people there to be able to pull shit like that off.
It looked like he was going to mouse the mic again.
No, I'm just reading. I just noticed some things.
Here comes the mic, BJ.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
We're going to wrap this up, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.